With the midterms looming, the campaigns are getting personal, really personal. A congressional candidate in Louisiana gives birth to a baby in her new campaign ad.
My husband and daughter help take care of the chickens. And there's someone else who's going to be joining us and helping to pitch in with farm life very soon. But these days, I worry about storms that are stronger and more frequent because of climate change, about our kids underperforming public schools, and about Louisiana's new abortion ban, one of the strictest and most severe in the country. We should be putting pregnant women at ease, not putting their lives at risk. I haven't spent my career in Washington. I've worked my way up from bartender to CEO. Now I help nurses organize their complicated health records. Because nurses aren't just heroes, they're saints. Louisiana deserves better than the path we're on. I'm Katie Darling, and I'm running for Congress because I want that better path. For you, for her, and here we go, for him.
And Katie Darling joins us now. She's a Democratic candidate running for Congress in Louisiana. Katie, that's the most remarkable campaign ad I've ever seen. How did you do that?
Well, it was a pretty natural process. Thank you so much. I'm really proud of it.
But how did you get the idea, or whose idea was it to say, you know what you should do? You should give birth in your campaign ad. Did you say that? Was it a campaign manager? How did that happen?
Well, my pregnancy is what ultimately got me into the race. So as we were deciding how to introduce me as a candidate and how to share my story, it was a natural evolution of what was happening in my life. And so I did work with a couple talented folks to put it together. But it was just really organic what was happening in my life at the time. And the purpose of my campaign was to share that story of being pregnant in Louisiana right now.
I mean, it's so well done because it actually, you don't really know until the reveal at the end where you have your newborn in your arms that that's all real, that was all actually happening. Who was taping this?
We had two cinematographers from Louisiana that worked with us on capturing that moment.
I promise I'm going to get to the issue that you want to talk about in 1 minute, but how did you look so good in labor?
Did I?
Yes.
It was all a blur in the moment. That's just how I look when I was there. There was no makeup, no hair. That's just me.
It's remarkable. And so, you know, Katie, tell us the larger point here. I mean, tell us what, you know, family planning means in Louisiana and what the abortion issue has done to your state.
Well, I was 7 months pregnant when Roe v. Wade was overturned, and there was a trigger abortion ban that went into effect immediately. And I became terrified of what could happen to me if I had a complication during my pregnancy and during my birth. I had a high-risk pregnancy, and my first instinct was to move out of state. But I recognize that not everybody can do that, and that is why I chose to get in this congressional race and to make sure that reproductive rights are available for all people in our country. So folks in Louisiana are currently dealing with this complicated abortion ban and legislation that's very confusing, that is criminalizing women, pregnant people, and doctors. It's very problematic and is putting people in harm's way.
Well, I can't imagine a better way to get people's attention than to give birth on camera and to run for office simultaneously. So, Katie Darling, thank you very much for sharing your story with us and for letting us play that ad. Really interesting to see that tactic and that you were able to pull it off. So thanks for your time tonight. And you have a newborn. So thanks so much.